fun little Experimente Wet Specimen fun. I have a little baby kitten that was stillborn from my Persian cat Ezzy, and we couldn't bear to part with it, so I'm going to turn it into a wet specimen. I'm going to show you the process of that. Okie dokie. So I have this wet specimen jar that I got from Dapper Cadaver online. It was about $10. That's what I'm going to be putting our little guy in today. I'm going to be using alcohol as the wet part of our wet specimen and the preservative for our little kitty. This is 91%. If this isn't enough to fill, I'm going to be also using the 70% as well. To do this, I just went with the alcohol because it seemed to be the safest chemical to use for this. Also, when I was researching it and I was talking to a couple different people, I had mixed reactions about wet specimens. You definitely have to be into the look of them and not be creeped out by it. Some people were definitely like, oh my god, that's so morbid. How could you keep a dead kitten in your house? But I'm the opposite. I feel like it's morbid just to bury it or throw it out instead of enjoying it, even though it's passed away. It was a very sad thing for us, stillborn. We tried to revive it, it didn't work, so we still like him to be one of our family members, if that makes sense. Alright, so I'm going to share the little guy with you and show you what he looks like before we get him into the jar. So here's our little guy. He's super cute. Like I said, he was stillborn, very unfortunate. He still has a little bit of his umbilical cord on, that's what you're seeing there on his stomach. And he is a male. He's orange in color. And he just looks pretty peaceful, we think. Like he's just taking a little cat nap. So as you can see, I'm wearing gloves, which is a good idea to do anytime you're working with a chemical or, of course, a dead animal of any kind. So make sure you're doing that. And you start off by putting your specimen into the jar. You can arrange it a little bit, but don't spend too much time on it because when you put the liquid in, it's going to do what it wants to do. So then we're just going to go ahead and start pouring in. And when you're filling the jar, you just want to make sure that you completely cover the specimen. Don't leave any of it poking out. After you get your specimen completely covered with your liquid, just go ahead and secure the top. And because this is a wet specimen jar, it automatically seals itself to keep it airtight, to keep your specimen looking good. And that's pretty much the gist of it when you're creating a wet specimen with alcohol. Here's a close-up look of our little guy resting peacefully in his perfect little sleeping state.